Still hard to hear in the back.
Yes.
Mine was started, so I'm doing that.
I make a motion to accept minutes.
Have a first from Teresa, second from George, all in favor.
Aye.
And all the ayes on it. Next we have claims. To approve from May 8th through May 21st, 2026. Does the learning changes make sense to you?
I make a motion to approve the claims from May 8th, 2026 through May 21st, 2026.
Have a first from Allison,
Second.
second from Teresa, all in favor.
Aye.
All the ayes on it. All right, next we have department reports, street department comments.
The maintenance goals, roughly 80% complete. The whole schedule should be done in the next few weeks. I approved a electrical company to do what they can do and install meter bays. At that point, we'll start soliciting quotes for electrical. Hopefully, the next meeting, everything goes well, I'll have some quotes. And a big thank you to Maple Ridge third graders for their service project last week. 130 kids in the big park. It went great. There was an abundance of parents, teachers, staff, everybody. Had a good time. There was no issues. Park was long. Thank you, Jen, for all your work. And that's all I have.
On to the planning department.
Yeah, my report from me. First, I have to have my report of the administrative resolutions.
So, for those folks who are here, don't remember the kind of meeting, what this is, years back, we created the TIF district, within that district, we did, for one particular parcel, we provided one as a program to be built, and we did, we showed the owner for the tax rate. There is now one building that has been built, and one that we went through the construction. And so, what we're doing is to step down, on the tax rate, which is going to respect the two parcels. So the first one is resolution 05-26, resolution amending the preliminary resolution of 0.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
It's not saying as loud as I can.
Speak in the microphone.
We're doing our best. If you be quiet unless it's running, we don't have to remove.
You're here for the public.
Thank you, John.
microphone.
I've been running this all day, so I can stand here.
There you go.
Here, anyway. Get a little bit.
Alright. So once again, this is resolution 051126, a resolution amending the for resolution 082624B of the town council of the town of Ingalls, Indiana, regarding an economic revitalization area. Motion to approve.
I have a first from Georgia and a second from Melanie. All in favor? Aye. I'll be aye, so moved.
Second one is resolution 051126A, a resolution amending the current for resolution 082624B of the town council of the town of Ingalls, Indiana, regarding an economic revitalization area.
Need a motion to approve? So moved. Have a first from Melanie,
Second.
second from Allison, all in favor?
Aye.
I'll be aye, so moved.
And for your information, these will be both for next year, 2026 and 27. That will start with 10-year wait time on both those.
The next item I have on my report is the Jesse Iverson Park Design Engineering contract with B3 Engineering. I believe you guys have seen this now for I think a little over a month. I know Greg, you've been reviewing the contract as well, so I just need a motion to approve that so we can begin the engineering design phases for that park improvements. The park impact fee fund currently has a balance of right around 100,000, but I should be over 300,000 once the new homes and the park subdivision is done. You've already approved 2,500 for the survey portion, the remaining amount is $107,700. And if you're probably moving forward, I don't know, Greg, if you have reviewed everything yet.
I know we did, I thought it said email about, that's possible, about that. I know that you're going to check.
I don't think there are any issues when you read it, so, I just request a motion for me to approve or execute that contract.
For you to execute.
I'll make a motion to approve, execute it for the Jesse Iverson Park design.
I have a first from Allison,
Second.
second from Teresa, all in favor?
Aye.
I'll be aye, so moved.
Lot closing for the municipal center and Marine Streetscape project is scheduled for June 4th. The team at American Construction Point is already working on the design portion of engineering for the building. And we move forward with the engineering contract for the streetscape portion once we have funds for the lot closing. So we provide an update on that. And then additionally, we did receive, the Patrick Leahy Bulletproof grant, we requested, so it'll be right around $3,000, for the vest that were purchased last year, so, we just gotta submit some documentation and paperwork with that, so.
You said how much?
It was right around, I think it's like a 50 grant match or something, so it's right around, I think it was like 2,700 change or something like that, so right around $3,000.
Anything else? All right, Chief, do you have any reports?
I do not.
Okay. Fire territory, Teresa, do you have an update for us?
Yes, I do have an update for the South Madison Fire Territory. The only thing that was really that we needed to bring up was, Chris wanted to know, Chris Nodine, Chief, Fire Department, he's wanting to know if there's any new buildings that are coming into the area, please, give them a heads up. And, according to the new, Congress, the legislation downtown Indianapolis decided to, pass a bill that will cause our lit funds to drop. We are only guaranteed right now for 2 years of those lit funds. So right now, the fire territory potentially be shortfall, $1.7 million. We're waiting more on the budget for the lit. They're looking for property for the new fire station out near, on 800. The Fishers Fire Department donated 4 boats, or a boat and another trailer to the South Madison Fire Territory. We now have 4 boats and 2 trailers for water rescues if there is any along the Fall Creek corridor. And that is it. Fishers Fire Department. They donated 2 boats and 1 trailer, so we now have 4 boats and 2 trailers.
Greg, do you have anything for us?
Just to let you know that the, project incident, the Wells Street property is now filed with the court. Can't tell you if anybody's ever been to do that with paying taxes, but they're official and it's not like the Wells tax law, so.
Other new business, is there a Michael Coleman in the audience to speak tonight? Okay, let the record show that he had asked to speak to special speaker and is not present. All right, looks like next is old business. Old business is data center moratorium discussion that I asked to be put on the agenda tonight so that all of us can speak on it and you can listen. There is no public comment. Everyone needs to just listen, no hours, no talking, or we'll just end the meeting.
So that'll be for the next meeting, correct?
Depending on what we do to move forward. Okay, that is where we're at right now. We need to discuss it. We haven't discussed it. There's a larger group of you here tonight than was a month ago. And a month ago, I did open the, floor for public comments, but tonight I'm not going to do that. If we move forward with the moratorium, you will have an opportunity, just like the county is doing. So it would probably be very similar, but Greg can walk us through that if we go forward with that, okay? Okay, so since that last meeting, I know I have done my own research on data centers, and I've had individual discussions with each of the council members as well, and, they've done their own. And so, I know you were not here at our last meeting, Neil, and you had emailed us that, after the previous meeting in April where they spoke and stuff, that you had talked to some of our consultants. Do you have any updates on that?
Yeah, so I reached out to our consultant to ask her to put a section in our UDO, which is, it's a great timing because we're in the process of updating our UDO right now. And she has agreed to do so, involving data center. So, we'll have some, standards and requirements which we currently do not have, other than the underlying district standards for something that's light industrial or something like that. So, that will be called out in our new department development ordinance. I know I've spoken with Greg about the possible 6-month moratorium to get us through that timeline, which
Can't hear.
I will look into it and I will get back with you what the process is and what documents is going to need to be executed.
Can we say, or do we know, the exact location of this? And how big it actually will be?
I have a location, but I'm not positive, because again, we have not received any petitions for annexation or petitions for the data center site plan. So I know it's somewhere in this general vicinity, south of 67, between State Road 9 and 575. I believe that is the general location. Currently, it's not contiguous, it's not, I mean, we wouldn't be able to annex that area if we wanted to. So it's not in our jurisdiction, it's in Madison County's jurisdiction currently. That is the general area.
And if we can't stop it ourselves, we wanted to, the county can pick it up, right?
Well, it's already in the county's jurisdiction, so it's not in the county's jurisdiction, so we have no authority over that.
Or no, it's not us.
With that, Neil, I know that you are working with them about restrictions, so in my, research, I do know that Marshall County has done a moratorium and has since banned them. And I would like to very strongly look at that for Ingalls, because I do not feel, I personally do not feel, and I feel like, based on my conversations, that feel that Ingalls is not a place for that. North on 800, that way, even if we annex in, it's not, our water is not capable. The residents, the stuff that I looked at, I don't wanna put any of us, whether they're an Ingalls resident or a county resident, in any kind of jeopardy of losing access to water, having excess electric bills, which I have heard could be as much as a car payment. Some people can't afford the homes that they are in, so let alone that. There's others that have the 1 year moratorium, which are going towards, I know Park County has highly restricted, any future data centers are, to be entirely dependent on electrical grids and closed loop water systems. So, as far as this 1 year moratorium and the information that the board would like to have, that I would like to have, is, explanation of closed loop water systems, because I'm not fully sure that I believe that's fully closed loop. And the pull on the water and the electric piece of it too. Just for the rest of the board, I do know that there's a platform called Citizens Action Coalition, so you can get updates for other areas that have made moratoriums or regulations in